Good. We're looking good. We're looking good. Everything's looking good. We are go for launch. We got some moderate rain starting in 10 minutes. You file that under moderate rock.
Hello, hello. Check, 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 check. Hey, check. 1, 2, check. Yep. 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 Yep.
Check.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Check.
Yep. Check. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. 1, 2. E.
Hey. Papa Smurf looking more like Mr. Clean. That's from RoboTuner, of course.
He's the only person that knows what that's about.
So what if he had a parole hearing today? What? Wait.
Skipped it.
Do we have another Yingling in there?
There is. Would you like one?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to need some to get through this show. There you go. Thank you, sir. I like my younglings. It's what Anakin killed. Little Jedi younglings. Right? Right? Are we still? I don't know, Matt. Thomas, your record's still clean, but I'm watching some of these puppet videos you're putting together, and you're about to be on a list.
About to be some investigations opened up.
I think there's some people really looking into your stuff.
What do we got going on here?
What's this guy doing with these puppets? And these videos, these TikToks, they're a little wild.
What's going on here?
Why does this lady keep looking at his meat?
Oh, look. We're past the tip off, and it's about to start.
It's uncomfortably called a tip off. I kind of wanted to go to tonight's game, but then I didn't. I don't like going to games anymore there.
Yeah, it's beating getting in and out of there.
Now it is. Parking sucks.
Yeah.
And it's just not fun when you don't
ride the train
or pull a credential.
Yeah, that's what was cool about me living in Las Colinas that I miss was just freaking a 10-minute train ride, and I'm down there. That was the one cool thing about where I lived.
You had the good one. The good train, right? The orange line?
I think so.
It took you just straight into it.
Came out of DFW, comes out of DFW and takes you straight down there. It's cool.
It is way cool.
Now, it's a little bit more of a journey if I did a train ride down there. I would have to do some navigating.
Why do I have 243 emails? I want to quit that so that way it doesn't go ding, ding. What's happening?
I don't know. I keep hearing those pops.
It keeps disconnecting the audio device. It can't be doing that during the show. What the fuck is going on?
I've noticed it a few times.
All right. You want to start this thing up? Well, hold on. It removed it again. What the fuck is going on here?
Is our freaking R2-D2 fried?
We got gremlins, yo? Gremlins? What? No, something just really did just fucking happen.
Yeah, I know.
Right as I was about to hit go.
So now what?
Hold on. So now what?
Just hold on.
Won't it? All right, here we go. Ready? I built this intro just for you. Oh, I'm getting asked in chat room. What am I eating? I'm eating hate fries.
Hate fries?
Hate fries. Because I got a hate wrap down there. Because I'm watching my hate intake. All right, here we go. You ready? I built this intro just for you, Matt, just for you.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
This episode of the is brought to you by
Geist Note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
This program contains graphic material, including
evening,
offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox. Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Who has symptoms associated with monkeypox.
Clusters of the virus have been reported in Britain, Spain, and Portugal, with more cases popping up in the U.S., Australia, and across Europe.
Tonight at Bellevue Hospital, doctors are treating a person who may have monkeypox. A city that is still dealing with COVID and its latest surge. Now comes a potentially new virus to New York City. This one is called monkeypox.
Yes!
What this is causing is pandemonium in the city because hearing the word monkeypox after dealing with COVID, well, experts say this new virus could be spreading fast.
Scientists at Winnipeg's National Microbiology Lab have been tasked with testing monkeypox samples taken from Quebec patients.
I would say generally that the entire population is susceptible to this to monkeypox.
For those seeking personal protective options, you might feel a sense of deja vu. Experts recommend masking, hand washing, and physical distancing when needed, mitigation measures with which we've become all too familiar.
Oh, that's a bad edit.
It requires very close personal contact.
What is monkeypox?
This is what we call a zoonotic infection, where it can jump from non-human animals into human.
Public health officials are considering a ring strategy.
Listen to how long they held that out. Listen. Show number 474. It is Tuesday, May 24th, 2022. And yes, it's all about monkey business.
Monkey business.
I heard that supercut, and I thought that would work perfect.
Yes.
That it needed to be just like that. And I told you before the show, this was going to be a heavy Sebastian Bach.
I thought Sebastian Bach was here earlier, hanging out.
Next door?
Yeah.
Dude sounds just like Sebastian
Sounding
Bach.
good over there.
I bet you he
man.
can hold Gates, though.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Gates.
Let's don't talk about that, though.
You don't want to talk about
Keeping it positive, right? We don't want to talk about a man and his struggles that continue somewhere out there.
We need to keep it positive
Yeah. Positive Paul Stanley on this
on
one.
this show.
Yeah.
But
we
we're
can-
going to get negative because I've got issues.
Did you
I've
just say
got
we're gonna
lots
get-
of issues.
Did you, wait. I misheard you, I think.
What?
Did you just say we're going to get naked?
No, negative.
Oh.
But we can get naked.
I was like, well, that's a weird way to deal with some things.
Well, this is
But
a
I
new
guess
show.
we could.
Remember the show we did shirtless with Brian, and it took
Yeah.
forever for anybody to go, hey, why do you guys not have any shirts on?
Yeah.
That
was
one was
funny.
pretty genius.
Yeah.
That was a good time. That was a good time. So yeah,
There's a Maverick game.
we have a Maverick game on.
This could be the agony of defeat.
This could be. I mean, the Mavs were up a minute into it, and now they're down.
Yeah.
So,
But this is it. If the Mavericks lose, which
season over.
the season's over, and when we do our podcast from that point on, you will have 110% of our attention.
Well, I'm going to need 110% of yours tonight.
Should I go eat an Adderall?
Maybe.
Drink some coffee.
I'd put it up your bum.
Boof
the
some Adderall. Boof
Just
some
go ahead and
coffee.
Boof the Adderall.
Wonder if that would make money if you had boofing stations all over like Vegas. Boofing stations for
Instead of the
Adderall
oxygen
and
bars?
caffeine. Yeah.
I don't know about these oxygen bars either. Do you
I've
know
never
they sell
done one.
canned oxygen at
Yeah,
Walgreens
yeah,
now?
I've got some in my house.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I appreciate it.
it's good.
Yeah, it's lasts for a while too.
I've thought about using the giant Bowie knife with the CO2 cartridge just for quick injections. Have you seen those?
Yeah, yeah.
That blow your intestines out.
Don't do that.
Is that not the same way as the oxygen cans there?
I don't think so.
No.
It's a little face thing that goes on your nose and your mouth, and you just kind of pull the trigger, and it's like kind of like a big
what?
A bigot, a big
Why
inhaler.
is it racist?
It's a big inhaler.
Okay.
Yeah,
And it works?
Yeah.
And they come in flavors, peppermint and evergreen and
yeah. We got them
oxygen.
whenever I had COVID, we got it.
Oh,
and
you weren't like
because they only gave me an inhaler for like 30 days. But the thing is, what I found out is I'm still suffering from some asthma type problems, and you can't like. I don't want to go get a prescription for an inhaler, but I'm trying to do everything I can to avoid that, basically. So
you didn't get it for like rock climbing out at Rockledge Park?
No, or
those high
some
altitudes,
intense athletics or something like Il
Yeah.
Nino was doing on Sunday night.
Those guys. There's a reason all of them except the drummer is rail thin.
Yes. Did you read my my little bit about it?
Yeah,
Pretty
it's going to be
funny, huh?
posted tonight. Yeah, it's
Pretty funny stuff.
pretty good. We're gonna hopefully the server
like
works
a
tonight when we get
freaking-
done with this, and on the Blitz Weekly you'll have our review, which we'll get into here in a little bit. I want to talk about that show.
Talk about it a little bit.
Il
So
Nino and Down.
yeah, we could get distracted by the Mavericks, but there's a good chance we're not even going to pay attention to it. In about
Probably not.
10 minutes.
We'll
We're gonna
just
be like, this sucks.
Glance over, look at the score. Now, there was a big thing that happened here in Texas right before we started the show.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
That is a big, huge bummer. And man, I was all excited about coming in here and doing the show because I had a shit day today. And I was hoping you'd cheer me up with your comedic skills and impeccable
You're
timing.
putting that on me, huh?
And then I got home
Like,
and
not
saw,
funny, Matt. Whoa, damn, fuck.
I get home and I'm start putting the show together, start getting things kind of going.
Yeah.
And turn on the TV and good Lord.
Yeah, I was listening to the radio when a guy on the radio was like, "What?" Like, and I was like, "Great."
So
It's terrible. And then to find out it's 18 children is really oof.
It's 18 now? That was
It's
14.
18 now. It's 18 now.
Jesus.
That's what the Texas, or that's what a news source reported from the Texas Highway Patrol or something like, or DPS.
Okay, so now they're reporting, because this was just upgraded, 18 children, 3 adults.
Yeah.
And
it sounds pretty gnarly what happened too. Have you read how it set up?
No.
Sounds like the guy had killed someone. There was a bolo put out, and a chase pursued, and then he ran into the school.
So that's how it went down?
Sounds like it.
So
Pretty traumatic.
he
for
killed
well,
his grandmother.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, he shot his grandmother.
Mm.
And then he went on a police chase ensued.
Yeah.
And then he went in the school and just...
Yeah, terrible.
Are you
Very
shitting me?
It's what it sounds like.
How are
now.
these schools... Like, all our schools around here are locked
Yeah.
like crazy, and they all have double doors. How do you not have that out there and everywhere? Every
Yeah.
school should be locked down like that,
Yeah.
where you can't go in. Now, the kids can come out. Now, I say that, I just want
But-
people to know that the doors are locked, but you can come out, but you can't go in.
Yeah.
In
But
case there's an emergency like this or a
It might have
fire.
been because if I'm understanding things correctly, then there's a good chance it could have been when some classes were letting out and stuff too. So it didn't necessarily have to.
But these were elementary schools. They don't.
What do you mean? Like if
It
people
happened
were
at
getting picked up?
11.
Oh, was it 11?
It was
I thought
11
late- I
o'clock
thought it
this
was later
morning.
than that.
It says it started at 11:30. from what see, this is the bad thing about this, and this is what pisses me off about all these guys rushing to do news is no one knows all the facts yet. Everybody's just reporting and constantly updating their stories, and no one knows anything. But these fucking media outlets have to be the first one to start, and they create this narrative of what happened.
They start chasing narratives, and then hopefully one will stick.
And but then once all the facts come out, they either don't go back and change the story up, or the people that have seen the stories a million times and plastered all over TV never go back and look at it because by then they're sick of what they've been seeing.
Yeah.
And it's aggravating because, I mean, we're not going to know what all happened in this incident for a couple of days. Same thing with the Buffalo shooting.
Yeah.
It took a couple of days. And then that Buffalo shooting, have you seen the people that live up there?
No, I haven't.
There's like a bunch of videos and TikToks and Instagram of like the people that live in that community. They're like, yeah, it was just another normal day. We have shootings like this up here all the time. And there's drug dealers have shootouts all over our neighborhood all the time. And
wow.
Even No Agenda had a letter from a guy that lives up there who's a driver.
Yeah.
Who drives routes in that area. He's a delivery driver. And he said, yeah, this is not like the Buffalo News has kind of moved on from it. The national news has held on to it. But they're like, yeah, this is just like a normal shooting.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. It's a crazy time. Well, media is crazy right now. They're just as much to blame as the politicians, honestly, that have that the reason that everything's going cockamamie all of a sudden. There's just as much responsibility on the media as politicians, I think.
Well, mental health is so.
And they're playing on people's mental health.
It's so low
the way they
right
gaslight
now.
Everyone all the time. We're being gaslit.
Well, we've gone through 2 years of chaos where everybody's mentality just got kicked in the dirt. Everybody got depressed, and the last 2 years have fucked everybody up. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Everybody's gone through some type of stage where it screwed you up. And yeah, you're still being harped on because everything you see is fucking Ukraine, then this monkeypox bullshit. Yeah. You know, it's going to kill us all. No, it's not. Monkeypox is just a form of chickenpox. It's going to be okay.
It's weird.
It's just from a different animal.
It's weird how much panic porn is going on right now. Now, this what happened
today
is not panic porn,
and there's 200 people that have monkeypox in the world.
Yeah.
In the world, 6 billion people, and there's in it 7 billion, whatever.
And isn't it?
We should go ask our World Economic Forum people since we're here at Davos.
Yeah, which is weird. No one's coming by our booth to listen to us speak.
No, this is the weirdest. We built a booth that looks just like the temple. If you're watching us on
a couple of the people
YouTube.
that I've seen that have gone over there that have had shows and stuff, they're we could do better for sure. We'd be way better than all those people.
Anyway. It's a depressing day, and we're not going to know everything.
It got depressing for sure. That was like I said, a fucking kick to the nuts especially when it's your state that's involved. I mean, it sucks, period. But we had that crazy shooting at a church. What was it? 2 years ago, down around San Antonio. It's like, dude, come on, man. Like, what the hell?
So even this story has changed. One story, one news outlet said that the guy walked in there with a pistol and maybe had a rifle. And then this guy is like, he has 2 military-style rifles he had purchased on his birthday.
What's up with these shooters getting guns for their birthday that they want to go kill with? Like, seems like something you'd want to pay for in cash, like on your own. Not fucking, I can't wait to take the gun that I get from my parents and go kill people. Am I weird? Is that a weird train of thought?
Oh, okay. It's 21 years old to buy a handgun. I was thinking everything was 21, but yeah, 18 for a long rifle, 21 for a handgun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's depressing. It's bad. And it's just going to get worse until we know all the facts. So we're going to move on and talk about
Davos, the end of the world.
Yes, Davos, the end of the world, and what we've been told here at the Economic Forum and how we can take it over to save our reptilian souls.
Yes. or mediocre white dudes.
We're going to get into mediocre white dudes. The title of the show is Two Mediocre White
It
Guys.
should be.
It is. And we're going to have the Davos patch
Mediocre
as our
white
show. We're going to be flagged by everything by the end of this show. We're talking about shooting.
Pretty much.
Davos.
We have no business
World
doing the
Economic
podcast
Forum.
tonight,
No.
do we?
No.
And we definitely don't have any. We shouldn't be calling the show mediocre white dudes.
Yeah. It's flagged everywhere around. And everybody that's watching us on YouTube, thank you for also getting flagged along with us.
Yeah. There's a lot of mediocre white dudes in there too.
There is. One with puppets.
He's the only one
So
with puppets.
Saturday, I had a photo shoot that I can't, or a video shoot that I can't talk about because I'm under a
NDA.
NDA. But it was down in Fort Worth, downtown, and I found out that there was this gallery night happening that night, in which our friend, there's like 3 galleries down there, but one of them is owned by our buddy Jay Wilkerson that's been in here.
Yes.
And I tried to go by his gallery 4 times that day.
Yeah.
And he was never there. And I was depressed. And they said the gallery night was starting at 5 p.m.
He just rock started and showed up late, huh?
I guess so. I guess he was doing a late showing. But there are some, as much as I won't throw you under this bus, but as much as I've shit on Sundance Square and what's happening down there lately,
yeah,
there's some good art galleries down there. And there's some cool stuff to look at.
Well, that's cool. To go check it out.
Some cool, neat stuff. And some stuff you can buy. There's
Yeah.
this sculpture of these 3 nuns, 4 nuns, that are all look like they're like skeletons underneath their robes.
And they have boobs.
No, they're sitting on a pew.
Yes.
And it's $30,000. So I was going to use some of the podcast money to
buy it.
Buy it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it looks really good. It'd look cool in here.
It would be cool.
People
30
come in here
grand,
and be like,
huh?
"What's up?" Yeah, 30 grand.
Damn.
Or I could just get some paper mache and make one myself with some chicken wire and paper mache, right? Paint it.
Or let's just go make a mole of that one. Plaster it up. People are like, what are you doing?
Dude,
What cause is this for? Oh, we're just making a mole because we want to make a paper mache one.
We thought this would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't been down there the only time
I
that
have a
I
picture
was
of it.
close to there was when I went to that what was it? The Nutcracker Ballet over at Bass Performance.
Oh, but that's owned by the Basses.
Yes. And that's all we did. We went straight in, parked in the garage, and then went in, duck the paparazzi,
Did the secret entrance?
Watch the ballet,
The side door.
hit the bar at intermission, and then ducked out.
Before you were
And,
shot?
Right.
Like
Got out of
Lincoln?
there. Right. So I haven't hung out there in a while in Sundance Square.
You should go down
Because
there.
I didn't go to the podcast Bukkake festival y'all had.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go to that. So otherwise, I would have hung out down in Sundance Square because it sounded like y'all had fun and went to Flying Saucer.
Yeah.
Met around there too, right?
Yeah. We talked about this last week, remember?
Oh, we did?
Yeah. But thanks for remembering that. And then Saturday night, went over to our buddy Marlon's house.
Yeah.
Had a little movie watching night.
We thought about coming over there
You should
a
have.
couple times.
So
We were really close.
I bring this up because the flick of the night was
That's what I really want to know is what'd y'all watch?
Kiss versus the Phantom in the park.
Oh, man, no, that's awesome.
I haven't seen it in forever.
Dude, that's
like when I
awesome.
was in high school.
I thought y'all were going to watch Clerks.
We were, but it couldn't stream. That was going to be the second movie. But the first movie was the Kiss movie,
Nice.
and it was great because we're all just sitting around laughing and talking about it,
Heck
being
yeah.
like, "What is that?" Like I remembered how
Did it remind
choppy
you of
and
Penny
moving
Whistle
around
Park?
it was. Well, it was all Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Yeah,
But yeah, Penny Whistle Park.
yeah,
Some bad things happened in that joint, right?
for sure, dude.
There had
That's
to
when
be
the pedos could just roam freely.
that, and I think some kids like got ground up in some ride gears. Like that
They
place.
just kind of kick the bones, kick the
Let's
bodies under
get this out of the
back
way.
under there.
That place was,
You guys, get this trash out.
but it was
maybe today?"
amazing, right? Like we all looked
Yeah.
forward to going there on field
Penny
trips.
Whistle Park.
Penny Whistle
Yeah,
Park
hell
was
yeah, dude.
great.
Sometimes my parents would like they would want me to be good when they went out in public, and that would be their reward. If you calm down, we'll take you to Penny Whistle Park.
Wasn't it on the other side of the world?
I lived over there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
when I was growing up, I lived over there by White Rock.
That is where it was, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in between White Rock and like, isn't it going to what?
We need to rename that to Mediocre Rock Lake.
That's the Mediocre Lake.
And then we got Mediocre Settlement on the west side of Fort Worth.
Dude, yeah.
Mediocre Rock Lake.
That's awesome, man. See how this whole thing ties together.
See how it all goes. What about, remember Sesame Place?
Oh, yeah. My mom got hurt out there, man.
Those giant cargo nets that went to...
She hurt her back on one of the rides and like was jacked up from that point on.
Is that why it closed? She sued?
No, but
Make
some
some
other
money?
people didn't. Isn't that why they closed?
I
Though,
think
some
so.
other people
I
sued?
thought it was a slide.
Well,
Right? Wasn't it a slide that hurt people?
She got hurt on the slide. But the thing that was really awesome about the place was the nets.
We're about to die.
Why?
There's
Tornadoes coming?
a big old wave coming at us. We got the door wide open.
So
But the cargo net climbing
was
thing
awesome.
was awesome because
Yeah.
it was. And now I was little, like 10, 11, whatever.
Yeah.
Probably 9, something like that. And it looked massive as a kid because you'd climb way up there.
I think it was massive. I don't think that was just us.
Really?
Yeah.
Now it's a Walmart. It's the Walmart in Irving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, Sesame Place was great. RoboTuner says he fell off Cookie Mountain.
Is that a stripper's name or something?
Oh, yeah, we saw that. I wonder if there's like an archive of Sesame Place.
I don't know. There's got to be some pictures.
Oh, there's
of
still
it,
some
man.
theme parks. There's still some of them around.
You think there's still got a bunch of
They're
the
in
cargo
Philly.
nets?
Philadelphia and San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego. That's probably because the Marines chain on it.
It's all those cargo nets.
All right, kids, get out of here.
If I go to the Muppet Wiki page,
Yeah.
and it says that Sesame Place, Texas,
That's the one that was out
was the
by
one in Irving, Texas, in 1982, but didn't find success, and it closed in 1984. So shit, I was.
Yeah, it wasn't
7.
open very long.
Yeah, the big bird mouth you'd walk up into. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find these cargo nets. I want to see how tall they were. Man, that place was ruled. It was fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. I don't know. We'll see
It was
if we
not
can-
fun for my mom's back, though.
Why didn't she sue and take it over?
Call it
We wouldn't be podcasting. We'd be living off your
running.
on your yacht.
I'd burn through that money by like. Let's see. I turned 21. How many years ago?
Lots of
Like 6
cocaine.
months after that, I burned through all that.
Lots of cocaine
Yeah.
and hookers.
Yeah. Crazy, man.
Well, shit. I can't find any pictures of it. Anyway,
Of Penny Whistle Park or still Sesame Street Place?
that's Sesame Place. Penny Whistle Park, there are pictures of because people have documented.
They're
that
probably
place 'cause
creepy
it's-
looking too, aren't they?
That's why I'm saying something happened there. There had to be death.
Yeah, they were sweeping like
Yeah.
take this body out of here.
That's because it was all carnival rides. There was nothing permanent, and they were just inside a building.
Yeah.
That one, what was it? The bee ride. You'd fly up and almost hit the ceiling. If you were tall enough, you could scrape the ceiling.
Yeah.
As it went up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was some. Remember, Showbiz Pizza had a ride that went up pretty high up towards the low ceilings. It's always unstable when you have low ceilings at a pizza joint.
Yeah.
Anyway, but then when you have like animatronics and stuff going on, it's really dicey.
Do you remember the ride that was at? I know it was at Showbiz, maybe Chuck E. Cheese too, but it was the
Electric Boogaloo.
no, it was like a little chair and it just rotated and went up and down.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah, man, that
You
was
paid some
awesome.
money. Yeah,
It's like, dude, I'll
for
do
a
this.
kid.
Yeah.
As you're a kid, you get older.
Man, to me, it always seemed like Showbiz had better rides and shit at it than
Chuck E.
Chuck E.
Cheese,
Cheese.
yeah. Chuck E. Cheese was
And then
all arcades
Showtime
for the longest
Pizza
time.
also was around for a while. They had better rides too. They had better games. If I remember correctly, Showtime Pizza had better games
My
You're about to say Mazio's, aren't you?
no, my favorite place to go was Spaghetti Warehouse in the stockyards, the one that's set up on the hill. That's now the power company's building or whatever. The old haunted building, the most haunted building in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
The games in there were awesome.
Yeah.
There was a Showtime and a Showbiz RoboTuner. There was both. Do you remember Aladdin's Castle at Northeast Mall?
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. I played some games in there, like in my adulthood.
You know what really pissed me off was Malibu Grand Prix.
Oh yeah.
Like right after I turned old enough to drive the big cars, they decided to close down.
Yeah.
I got to drive the big cars a couple times. That's where I started my
Did you
my
watch
F1
Did you watch the
season.
race?
Yeah.
It was a good race.
It was a good race.
I've only like halfway through it, but I know the results. But
did you make it to where Leclerc's engine blew up?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. That's
Is that what happened?
Yeah, he was coming around. He's like, no, oh, and his engine died. Perez was behind him. He was like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
And then they gave it over to Verstappen right at the end. Because
Why did
Perez was starting to slow down. He had fresher tires.
Oh.
And they were trying to hold off.
That what's his name?
Yeah,
Bagwell or what? Or I know
the other Ferrari driver.
Oh, I thought it was.
Wasn't it him? They were trying to.
I thought it was the.
Oh no,
Hamilton's,
no. Yeah,
Hamilton's,
it was
teammate.
George. Yeah, they were trying to fight off George, trying to keep him back. And then, you see what happened to Hamilton?
Yeah, that's crazy.
If he would have stayed in fifth, he would have won the race.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to be
He
pissed.
got hit in the first.
That was close. That was
third
really close.
turn.
Man, we're geeking out so hard on this. That was close though. That was a close. I could see why both were upset. Both teams, I think.
Yeah,
I'd be more pissed if I was Hamilton though.
I would be too.
And yeah,
you got knocked all the way back to last place, or 19th, because
and you were just holding ground. Is all you were doing.
And he even said, "Guys," he radioed in and said, "Guys, let's save the engine. Let me come in."
Yeah, let me. And they were like, "Well, you have a chance to get to 8th.
You have a chance to get some points. Let's go to points." He came back to 5th. He's a badass. He's a badass.
He is. There's a lot of badass racing. Leclerc's having an awesome season, man.
Yeah, fuck him.
Dude, I like Team Ferrari, man.
You do?
It's just nostalgic and romantic. You know what I mean? You don't like those Ferraris, those deep red, all red cars, every once in a while zooming by?
I lost Ferrari when Schumacher left. I was kind of done.
There's a lot of people that did.
I was kind of like, okay, I'm done with Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did him wrong.
We should just quit Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast show and do F1 series
podcast
because I guarantee you that would happen because those cats that did the EPL up in Chicago
got to travel.
Next thing you know, they're like a worldwide podcast.
We get to fly where they go,
dude.
We get so many badass stamps on our passport.
Yeah.
Imagine
all the fucking cool ass cars, and we'd get to drive and let us see.
We couldn't do the last races of the season. They won't let you in the Middle East.
Why?
Because you've said some things about Muhammad on the show.
You've already got notice. There are people who have already contacted you, said, "Hey, when you guys do the F1 podcast, you aren't going to be allowed over here.
Come to the Middle East."
Why? There are some things that Stubbs said about Muslim people.
Yeah. He didn't draw any pictures, so we're safe there.
Yeah.
He didn't draw any pictures. And then, so Sunday, we had a little field trip, and we missed out on something, and I'm going to tease Fort Worth Famous because I know they're going to talk about it. We all got, or they got invited, and I was just going to coattail it because they're a huge show.
Yeah.
And they got invited to this little listening party with Trend Music.
Uh-huh.
But I was not feeling good Saturday morning or Sunday morning. I was dead to the world. My head hurt. The pressure from all this weather and shit. And I didn't want to go. Well, I wanted to get better for the show, but I was even to the point of, I may not be going to the show.
Yeah.
But listen to their show. It was an event probably should have gone to. There were Susie did some hobnobbing over there, and hobbing.
Yeah, I don't know if we can say that these
You
days.
can't use that one.
I don't think so, man.
She rubbed some elbows. You say that?
I think so.
Okay.
I think we're good there.
That's not sexual. Rubbing elbows.
Well, I mean, depends. If you're a pervert, then
She touched tips.
that's sexual.
Oh, you can't
it's
say
very
that.
sexual. There's no way you can say that.
Okay.
Well, no,
Anyway.
I mean you can on podcasts right now, but if you were streamed, like on, if you were
Sirius
like a
XM?
radio, Sirius XM,
I could
and
say it on there.
you were doing the weather report. You
The
could be like,
tornado's
man,
fixing to
it
hit,
is
right?"
just jizzing all over our faces down here in rain.
I don't think you can say that.
Well, you can't.
Oh, on Sirius XM you can. But we
Not
would
on
have,
broadcast radio though.
No.
You couldn't go on 97.1 The Eagle.
But we can't
and
be
do
on
it.
Sirius XM because we can't go get our own advertisers.
Yeah, they ditch us.
Yeah. They don't.
They all act gung ho, and then they're like,
We're like,
"Gosh,
I thought we were coming to you so you would get the advertisers for us.
gosh,
Why are we
got to talk here.
Yeah. Anyway, so
What's this about jizzing out of the sky?"
listen to their show this week. I think they're recording it on Sunday, but when it comes out, I guess next week, they can talk all about it. But it sounds like a really cool event.
Yeah.
But we ended up going that night.
This is the same type thing that happened with us and Allison or in Jerry Cantrell. We were both teetering on like,
Not
I don't
going.
want to deal with this.
I'm
Oh,
tired,
it's
I
the day
hurt.
of the show, and then
Yeah, it's the day of the show. Let's go. Okay, we'll go.
and the weather wasn't the greatest.
No, kept
Kinda
waiting
made
for
you
it to
just wanna take
rain.
naps.
Like now. Oh shit! What the fuck?
Yeah.
That.
We might be going out. Power might be going out. I want to give it a warning real quick. We got one of these Texas storms blowing through. North Texas storms blowing through.
So I'm
late
getting a
night,
call
and,
right now that there is hail falling at Roof Snow and 820. Is there hail
That's
on
not good.
Is there hail on the deck?
my friend. No, there is no hail on the deck. There is no hail on the deck.
There's no hail on the deck.
We don't have hail core, but I do want everybody to know
That's
we're
the
being
band-
serious.
that's
We
the
might
genre we're making,
actually, we might actually get cut off here in a second because
Yeah,
the
power
might
goes
go
out.
We'll talk to you in a minute.
We'll refire it up. You guys in the on YouTube chat room and all that. If it goes down, well, we'll fire it back up. It'll just take a little bit. I don't see any hail, but I'm getting reports. Hail at
I love
Roof
our
Snow
field
and
reporters,
820.
man. That's very accurate.
It
news
is.
report.
It is. It's very great. I just got rain.
Yeah, that's all we got is rain.
So anyway,
that's all I got too is rain.
It was supposed to rain on Sunday.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to go stand out at Amplified because Amplified, for those that don't know, is the old Gas Monkey Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
And the venue's outside,
which
uncovered
is quickly putting together a stretch of metal shows.
There's no hell at 35 in Western Center.
Okay. They're starting to become the place to go see metal shows.
That photographer we walked in with,
Yeah.
the blonde-haired female, that's what we were talking about up
Like how
front,
some
right before
cool-ass
down,
shows have come in?
was like how that has become the place to go see metal shows now.
Yeah.
So, oh shit, it may be coming a little later. Look at this. We're gonna.
Oh man,
we're dead. We're so dead. We are going to.
I'm gonna have to crash here.
Yeah, I mean,
hello.
That's not a siren, was it? We're not supposed to have any
tornadic
activity.
So I think it's too cold.
It is. So we go to the show, like you said, hesitant, and just like the Jerry Cantrell show, I'm 100% happy I went to that show.
Yeah.
First off,
the dude it was packed at like what 6:30.
Packed to where you couldn't move
at 6:30.
It's like we went upstairs to the VIP where we could get out of the way of people.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I went and played golf on Friday.
Yeah.
And I haven't played golf in like 20 years.
Uh-huh.
So, and when we first went in, we got our perfect little spot that we went to. We've gone there a couple of times, and
it's our little hangout spot.
Our little hangout, and then it gets cram packed, and then my back and knee just start completely throbbing. So I got to see Driven Below in the Cutthroat Conspiracy guys.
Cutthroat, Kaverlitek, Finch's
Finch-
conspiracy.
There's no way we can recreate that right now. You should have rolled then.
That was the greatest band name ever.
Yeah. So what happened was I left and went to go relax while El Nino was playing. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Did we say the bill, by the way?
So it started with two locals, Driven Below and Cutthroat Conspiracy, and then the nationals were El Nino and Down.
Right. A really solid lineup.
Which I hadn't seen El Nino since early 2000s.
I hadn't seen him since either Ozfest or Palooza, one of those festivals.
I think it was Ozfest. It was the last time I saw him.
Man.
Holy shit.
So the we went up. We went upstairs. You had to go back down, but I just ended up staying up there. Mistake.
Really?
Huge mistake because
huge.
I guess those seats are a little bit more expensive, so those are all like sectioned off sections, and people just have their parties there and stuff. And like the bartender up there in the VIP bar was coming down and like serving food and stuff. So if you don't have one of those seats, you're just trying to basically look under someone's legs to see the show.
Like John Candy and Splash?
Yeah.
You were dropping coins and looking up skirts?
Kind of, to watch the show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
So that sucked, but the show sounded amazing. And then I'd go inside and watch it on the bar TV every once, the VIP bar TV. So, but dude.
El Nino was great. Like, they were tight as shit. Now, there were like 8 guys on stage.
Well, they're from Brooklyn or somewhere, New Jersey? Something like that, right?
Are they?
Yeah, they're Northeast, like that Biohazard group of musicians and stuff.
I thought it was Southern. Let's see.
No, I think they're Northeastern.
I thought they were all
like
from the South here.
I don't think so. If you say Miami.
Union City, New Jersey. Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah. They've had a lot of members, too, by the way.
They were great. Like, they were tight.
Man. Yeah.
And
it was awesome. Loud.
Cool, and those guys
fun.
were all over the place.
Yeah.
And then they played one of that I Am Loco song.
Yeah.
Is like,
You
that's what
that
hooked me into them.
I was about to start yelling, what is it, the Zombie Eaters or not Zombie Eaters?
Oh, they did do Zombie Eaters.
That
Yeah.
Faith No More song.
They did do Zombie Eaters.
I think so.
And that's a good version of Zombie Eaters,
it is.
too. It's really, really, really good.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Now I need to listen to that.
Then Down comes out.
Good
gosh almighty.
Which has so many local ties, not just because of Phil.
Just walking around everywhere, there's local ties. And
there were so many people like, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey.
Oh, now I get the connection here.
And then I get all these messages that all these people were there that we never saw because it was so packed. That show was ridiculous. Show was way oversold.
Yeah.
Packed
I would
like
say.
crazy. But Down was, dude.
I told you.
They sounded fantastic.
You.
And we just saw Pepper there. And then we see Pepper again.
Yeah, that when I saw that rehearsal on Instagram, I was like, oh my gosh, dude, they're fucking about to bring it.
Yeah.
And they did.
Yeah.
Just like we thought.
They brought it, and it sounded fantastic.
They sounded just like you thought they would.
Phil sounded ridiculous.
I know, man.
Phil sounded so good that I
couldn't
was
believe
like,
it.
Too bad we can't have a Pantera reunion.
If there's one dude that could freaking recreate 30 years ago, it's him.
Yeah.
And he did it.
He
fucking sounded awesome. And he had great, looked like he was having fun and just.
No rants?
No, man.
I was like, are we going to get Phil rants about turn the fucking house lights on right now? I got something to tell you.
I think we're all.
Grandpa Phil's got something to tell you.
I think we're all too old, man. We just like to smoke weed and drink beer.
He's learned. Shut the fuck up because people will videotape it and it will wind up on
There's
social
probably
media
some of that too.
and
He's
some
a
of the
smart
stuff
guy,
you say. Back then you had to have a giant video camera in order to shoot him when he would just go on crazy rants at Pantera shows.
Man, he's a lot like Mike Patton, dude. He's just always doing something, man. It's like his kids are his music projects.
Think that's what keeps him sober?
Well, yeah, I'm sure it helps to stay busy.
Yeah.
But he's just like, dude, it's everything he touches. He's one of those motherfuckers that just is badass. Anything he touches is badass. His label's amazing. Housecore, I love that label, man. And it's funny they have a unique group and sound of musicians, like the type of artist that they have on that label. Like it's all real hard blue collar grinding, like gotta go to work type metal and rock.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just
all
really good.
Freaking great. I think we just
Did we lose it?
Hold on. Motherfucker. We're rolling good.
And then we just got shut down.
Maybe it's the weather.
And we can't even see the Mavericks.
And
it probably is. There's probably a lot of electricity in the air.
Yeah, everything's freaking out because of that. All right, let's try this again.
What really sucks is I gotta take a TT here in a minute.
Good luck on all that. So yeah, it was a fantastic night, man. And then we found out that the bass player plays in
Pure Luck.
Pure Luck, who we've seen at multiple places across Fort Worth with other friends of ours, the Beaumonts, and he also plays in Goat Whore.
Yes.
Let's not forget Goat Whore and Crowbar.
Yes.
So, yeah, it was that was a good night. Good night of music. It's one of those things, like I said, son of a bitch. Hold on. Fuck off. I'm just glad we went. It was a good night. I'm glad we went. Ended up going through it all. It was fun.
Sorry, I zoned out there.
Yeah, Barry, those audio pops are when electricity's in the air. I think that's what's shutting it down. Keeps popping our player.
Are we streaming?
Yeah, we're up. We're running.
We're running full throttle. Oh, look, the Maverick game's back on.
Oh, look. And they're winning.
Yes, by 10.
That's okay. It's not the third quarter. That's when they give everything up.
That's when they give it away now.
So, down was great. I want to talk about something on downtown on Saturday. This is, you're probably going through this right now. Prom?
Yeah.
All the prom good stuff? You're going? You've got several dates lined up for prom?
No.
Oh, no?
No.
So prom was hitting hard Saturday when I went down to the galleries, went down there and checked them out.
Oh, yeah?
What blew me away, though, is like all these kids are running around in their tuxes and dresses and whatever. But how many of them had their own videographers following them around? Like there were videographers everywhere following these kids around.
Man, remember when I told you I had that idea?
Yeah.
Did you think of that when you were like, man, we could have fucking been loaded?
Loaded. Yeah. Yeah, that I was like, man, that's kind of cool. Go to prom, you have a videographer following you around. So, anybody going to prom lately, I can be bought. I have video gear. I can follow you around, be creepy.
I'll chaperone. It won't be very good, but I'll attempt.
Any parents out there, you need a chaperone.
We need to get a videographer for the driver for the chaperone.
That may be a good thing.
What?
You have a guy following you around with a camera all night.
Probably is.
You're not going to bang, right? Unless you're making a video
and you need the cameraman.
Future. You're making a Paris Hilton night vision video. Why was that shot in night vision?
I don't know, but I love that video.
Why do I feel like I'm in special ops every time I watch it?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in like 20 years. When did it come out?
If you pass them making Louvre,
yeah,
and you go down the hall, you're looking for Osama bin Laden.
Like, where's Osama?
Yeah.
So before tonight, the big story of the week was monkeypox.
I'm this monkeypox thing. I'm like, are you serious?
Are you serious?
You keep asking like the media. You're really gonna roll with this? You're going with it. All y'all are going in on this.
Well, my funniest thing. Did I send this to you?
I've seen a lot. I don't know.
This
if that's
one cracked me up the most because this is from NBC News. This was their headline yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
It says Dr. David Hyman,
sketchy name,
who formerly headed the WHO's emergencies department, said that the leading theory behind monkeypox spread was sexual transmission among gay and bisexual men at 2 raves held in Spain and Belgium.
Dude, the mediocre, the white mediocre gay is getting pooped on so bad lately.
Well, yeah.
Like they're getting blamed for a bunch of
I
stuff,
see what you
man.
did there. Yeah.
It's funny. They were talking about that on No Agenda, but I've noticed that too. It's all of a sudden like nobody gives a shit about gay guys.
So, except now, and now we're going to banish them into you're the reason for monkeypox.
Yeah, they get dealt this hand.
What I find interesting about all this, and that they are immediately reporting on this, is that we've been waiting 2 years to find out where COVID exactly came from, but we can 100% say
it'll rave
that
some
2 guys
Euro rave.
Yeah, some rave and a bunch of guys and some sweaty meat orgy.
Yeah,
we're spreading monkeypox around. We can just come to that conclusion.
No pun intended.
There wasn't the lady that just like had a monkey bite her when she got in a car wreck.
Oh yeah,
like here in the States.
Yeah,
like how does that happen?
It's so funny that this world keeps getting more and more absurd. It's like, when is it gonna stop? When is this episode of Black Mirror gonna stop?
It's not.
We're just trapped in this
we
one
were
episode.
going along great, and then somehow, like, what movie was it where the timelines like cross and you can't?
Bill and Ted's,
maybe, or was it one of the Thors?
I know the Ghostbusters. You couldn't cross the streams.
Yeah, you can cross the streams, but like the timeline, you cruise along, and all of a sudden you go, bam, and it shoots up, like, and you're over, and it's like
we're in an alternative reality. We can't get back to our old world.
It was Loki. It was Loki.
That's right.
You had to go back and erase things. So
that's
the Loki series.
That's right.
Somehow we went, bam,
and now somebody's got to make it back down.
And we're going way out of the way.
Did you see the news that NASA released?
I don't know. There's a gay sex orgy in space.
No, man.
In invented water.
Apparently, the Big Bang, the blast, like as it travels through, like this is from data from the Hubble, as it travels through the universe and gets farther and farther away, it's speeding up. So that's like a firework that blows up
and doesn't slow down.
And then not only doesn't start slowing down, but starts going faster.
Yeah.
And they're like perplexed on what it is. Is it being drawn into something larger?
Because we're in someone's aquarium.
We're in an ant farm somewhere, man.
We're in an ant farm and someone's looking at us. It's like the Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah.
Honey, do you like your pets? Your father went all the way to Earth to get them.
It's insane.
I mean, come on. This is what we are. Or we're on some little cat's necklace, like in a Men in Black.
Yeah. I keep waiting for Will Smith to come up to me with a pen and be like, look at this. And then I wake up and everything's cool.
Speaking of Will Smith.
What is he doing airing out his drama, like his emotional therapy in public? Like, it's very strange.
Have you seen on...
it's like he's crying for help.
On Friday.
I saw that.
On Netflix.
No.
They released the new season of David Letterman.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, that's right. He does one, doesn't he?
He does one. And I watched it the other day, Sunday, while I was
He's got some problems.
jacking with stuff. And it said, at the beginning of it, it says, this episode was filmed before the incident at the Oscars. But it was filmed right after, someone died. And they quote it. So it's like a small window right before the Oscars is when they filmed all this.
Yeah.
Like maybe just a few days before the Oscars, they shot all this. And there's a scene in there where David Letterman is like having...
Like, you all right, man?
Will Smith, like, show him how to hit like he was trained in Ali and how to hit someone. And Will Smith is telling him, like, when you punch someone, you hit them, you want to come at them. If they're throwing a punch at you, you want to turn the back of your head to their fist because that's the hardest bone in your body and it will shatter their fist. And then you come back and you jack them right in the jaw and all this stuff. And they're reenacting it on Sunset Strip right down the street from the Comedy Store. And all these people are standing around. And then a few days later that happened. And then at the very end of the episode, it says, the punching sequence was for entertainment only.
They had to be smart asses about it, huh?
But the season looks good. Cardi B's one of them.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish, Kevin Bryant, or right, whatever. No, Kevin something. Anyway, and then fucking Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
And there's
that's
a
the
few
first
others.
one, isn't it?
I think it's like the fourth or fifth one.
Oh.
Billie Eilish is first, but you can bounce around and watch them. You don't have to watch them in order. They don't lead from one episode. There's not a cliffhanger from one interview to the other. But the Ryan Reynolds one's good. I watched it at work on Friday. It was good.
He bugs.
That's pretty good. He bugs you?
Starting to.
Why? Because
everything they put him in, every character is the same, and
He
everything
talks
they
about
put
that.
him in, he's like making smart ass remarks the whole time. You're like, dude, shut up.
They talk about that.
Like how he needs to shut up in his movies and just be a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a cool deal. Cool deal.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds very, very, very interesting for sure.
So monkeypox is not going to kill us. There's 200 people in the world that have it. It's not. What was that?
I think I just heard a monkey.
What if a monkey flew through here and just ate our faces off? A giant chimpanzee. It was like, "Arr."
That would be probably the mostly listened to podcast ever.
Most watched on YouTube.
We
Look,
get our
this is
faces
where those
ripped off.
This is where those mediocre white guys got
their
faces
faces ripped
eaten
off by a gorilla.
All right, so the Fort Worth Weekly.
The Fort Worth Weekly.
They do cool things and they do horrible things.
Right.
The paper is bipolar. And I'm tempted to take them on by purchasing Central Track, which went up for sale today.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
man.
put out a tweet today that they
So
are
they're
up
for
for
sale.
sale. So I'm thinking about buying Central Track.
It's going to be called the Not Fort Worth Weekly?
Yeah. The better Fort Worth Weekly. So, yeah, they sent out a Instagram and a tweet and everything saying, come bail us out.
Please, help.
But you're web-based, so okay. What? You need help paying? What? The overhead has to be low. Can't be that high.
I wouldn't think it was that high.
No. Can't be that high. So, anyway, Fort Worth Weekly did something really cool. This previous week, and this episode, or this issue is hard to find, they did an issue about
Lola's.
with the new address on it.
Oh, yeah. Nifty.
But the center of this, the centerfold, isn't that what they used to call them? And Playboy, when you had the chick that fold out, that was a centerfold, right?
I believe so.
Because
my baby's a centerfold.
Courtesy
Something
of
like that.
Thirst & Co. is a nice little collective poster you can have.
Yeah. Heck
of,
yeah, dude.
I don't know if you can even see this.
That's
on the
cool.
Camera, but I'll just hold it up there. Yeah.
I need to get one of those.
It's pretty tight.
So I can
They
frame
did pretty
it.
good. They did pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty
it.
pretty good. I like it.
Pretty good.
I want to see if I can get a real print of it. One sent out to you. It's great. Trying to find one of these is pretty hard. So you have 1 day to run around Fort Worth to try to find one if you want. They did a good job on that photo. Now, that photo's composited. It's not a real photo. It wasn't all taken at once, you can see.
Yeah.
That's composited, but that's cool.
It is cool.
I'm a fan of composites.
I like soft composites.
Now, the bad thing they did was an article they put out yesterday, day before yesterday, about mediocre white guys.
Mediocre white guys.
And apparently, if you aren't a cool kid, now this was an op-ed by a writer that is here from Fort Worth called E.R. Bills. He's done a lot of books and stuff, and he's done a lot of stuff about, he's got books that's trying to change the history of Texas or trying to correct and specify what the history of Texas really was.
Uh-huh.
And got a huge Wikipedia page, whatever. But he did this little op-ed, and he does every once in a while from the Fort Worth Weekly, from what I understand. This article's bullshit. It's
The
just straight up.
editorial?
The editorial's bullshit. It's a lot. What this is a older white guy, because he's, by his age, he's like 65, is just, you motherfucker.
We shut down
Did it
again?
stop again?
If it shut down again.
No, it didn't.
Okay, good. Because I
I'm
would
just
have
watching.
to TT and we'd have to reset.
But basically, what it is it's like an older white guy just writing about these goddamn millennials and these shooters, because it's just attacking like all these shooters over the past 3 years, the white shooters being racist, and the reason they're racist is because they're mediocre. They weren't jocks, they weren't popular, they weren't famous, they weren't, the cool kids, so they resort to shooting up places and spouting their radical racist opinions.
So he's saying that
all
it's
over.
more teenage angst than
Not really teenage angst. It's just that basically this country's having an issue with mediocre white guys not having the power they once had, not being the best and the elitist of all the races. This country was, predominantly ran by white guys forever. I mean, no one's going to deny that. That's the history of it. But the reason these guys go and shoot places up is because they can't handle that the country's being taken over by
that's a lot of projecting.
other people. It is. It's a really bad projection, and some of the stuff in here is just bullshit. Like, the one he calls all these guys, the 4 guys he brings up, Dylan Roof, the Patrick Crucis, who was the El Paso shooter. And this is hard to talk about, especially on a day like today. But Kyle Rittenhouse, the guy that shot, the 3 guys and got off. And this new guy in Buffalo, that Conklin guy. It's basically just saying they're white duds that didn't make it. White male mediocrity can't even earn you a spot on the JV basketball bench, much less get you dates with cheerleaders. And legions of pathetic white men.
It's a very childish article, too.
Envision themselves put upon Rosa Parkses because they can't get anybody to sit with them at the front of the bus. No one rides at the front of the bus. It's way better to be at the back of the bus. I mean, come on, really. When you get on the bus, where do you go? You can get away with all the way to the back.
Yeah.
You can get away with more shit. I even do that now.
Fingers pruning back there.
The public buses. I'm in New York. I get in the back.
You get your fingers pruny?
No, not in New York. Unless it's just like urine.
Man, you're gonna get monkeypox. You do that in New York.
Yeah.
Man.
And then it's like to make matters worse, the god of their old time religion, who endowed them with inalienable right to not only sit at the front of the bus, but in the driver's seat of the latest BMW model, was never really even white. I think that's been known for a while. Anyway, it says they used to run things, and now they're just pale-skinned, short-funded, small-dicked runts. I don't think you can just throw everybody in there. I thought this was like, this is basically saying if you're not cool and you're not a jock,
satire, like he's doing satire.
No way. There's no way.
He really feels like that.
The way all this is written out,
it sounds like he has guilt.
And then
is what it sounds like.
Could be. At the very end, he says, "Cue the mediocre white boys nodding along with Tucker Carlson while they peruse gun catalogs." Like this whole thing. What? Okay, there's 2 things that really set me off. This is just a bunch of bullshit because it's just a bunch of filler and hot air.
Yeah.
Because you read it.
Yeah.
The beginning of it is a joke about 2 Williams, William Shakespeare and William Faulkner. And then it goes on to some rant about Mississippi burning.
Yes.
And you're
silly.
Like, what? I mean,
yeah,
that's the point of an op-ed.
Yeah. Well,
he needed some words on here.
I think what I read was someone just trying to get noticed some more.
Probably.
On a national scale, he's like, if I can get one of the conservos to get pissed about this.
So then
it could shoot my career through the roof.
The 2 things I take issue with this article is, one, it's a article about mediocre white guys that was posted by a local newspaper that is owned and edited by mediocre white guys. Like, totally.
There's a lot of mediocre
white guys.
Mediocre white guys walking around
I
right
mean,
now, man.
You want to see mediocre white guys? Go meet the owners of the Fort Worth Weekly.
I have met them.
Yeah, you have. And what? They're mediocre white guys.
A lot of my friends are mediocre white guys.
True. I mean, we're just
we're
dudes.
so pissed.
We're so pissed.
Like we get together at our mediocre white guy meetings
we just talk about shooting places up.
We talk about the replacement theory over and over again while we just get drunk and we're just so mad.
Just crazy. And then the second thing that pisses me off is the Fort Worth Weekly is they've fallen off the left deep end, like by hardcore in the past few years. It's just gone full left. But if you're on the left, if you're a liberal, and the liberal belief is peace and love amongst all people, and we need to all get along.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
And we all need to get around, and we need to,
kumbaya.
Kumbaya, and let's all be one. Why are you posting articles like this that's just going to fire up and inflame things?
I don't know.
Why are you putting this out there? As a mediocre white guy, I want to know.
I don't know. I don't know why those. I don't know. I don't know the answer.
I didn't play varsity. I was part of the news.
I played varsity.
Station in high school.
I played varsity basketball.
I got out of there. Oh, I didn't play varsity football. I have had Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders want to date me. So that's out of the question.
Well, I've actually been in a relationship with a cheerleader too, so there's that. This guy's kind of off.
So, and I'm just a mediocre white guy sitting in a shed in my backyard speaking into a microphone.
I like how we're not debating the mediocre part at all. We're not debating that part.
No, that's fine. It's just I have never had a tendency to go shoot a place up. I've never felt the need to go shoot a place up.
I would hope you never will.
Throwing all mediocre white guys that aren't rich and powerful under this bus is kind of weird. And on top of that, I have a photo that shows all the shooters from last year, all the mass shooters. Okay, and what is classified as a mass shooter?
Over 4, isn't it?
Or
is it 3 or 2 or more?
It's 3 or more.
3 or more, yeah.
It's over 2, not counting the shooter. Yeah. So if it's murder, suicide, or whatever, that doesn't count the shooter. But
how white's that bulletin board?
Look at that. There's all colors, shapes, and sizes on this picture.
It's non-discriminatory.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, come on. I think the Fort Worth Weekly needs to shut the fuck up and just pay attention to local stuff, and that's cool. Put out more centerfolds. Yeah. Do cool shit like that.
Don't get caught up in the weeds with this type of shit.
Come on. Anyway. And how does this affect us locally?
It makes people mad and angry.
But there's nothing in this story.
It throws fuel on the fire.
There's nothing in this editorial that reflects anything upon Fort Worth. At all. Was Fort Worth ever even mentioned? No. It's just someone that they got that sits at his house as a mediocre white guy jacking off to whatever porn he can pull up on Pornhub and is like, you know what? I hate racial shooters. I hate mediocre white guys with guns.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know.
I'm going to give this article to mediocre white guys.
There's a whole different reality out there. And it's like, I find that the people that went so hard into the Trump collusion, and they went so hard into the COVID, the vaccinations, and how, demonizing people that weren't vaccinated or weren't wearing masks. They've gone so hard into all this stuff that they're just completely detached from their own feelings and their own reality. They're living off of propaganda and emotion. It's like they're mentally they need help. A lot of them need help, I think. Is the problem right now. There's so many people that are it's just like we talked about earlier in the show. Our country is mentally ill right now.
It is.
And there's some people that just do not, it's like they're going to have to go to therapy to start seeing reality again.
Did you hear the John Cleese bit? Monty Python's John Cleese bit? About, it's from the old Monty Python TV show about him.
I might have.
I need to find it and play it because it sums up everything. It's how you have so much anger built up inside of you that you have to find someone to unleash it on, and your beliefs are so far one way or the other, and all this anger because everything in the world that affects you and makes you angry, is the fault of someone on the other side. Yeah. And that's not true. Like,
it's not true.
The fucking Slurpee machine doesn't work at
And it's
7-Eleven.
a mediocre white guy's problem.
And it's Abbott's fault. Fucking Abbott. God damn it. You know.
Yeah.
It's shit like that. It's people that think along those lines that like
they need someone a scapegoat.
Yeah.
They got to blame it on something.
Like the whole gas thing. You know, this fucking Biden's fault. No, you don't really understand how the. It's easy to do that, but you don't understand how. Gas.
It's Biden's policies and his executive orders' fault, but it's not. It's still capital, like really, really rich people refusing to get into their margins.
Oh,
what it is.
It's the all the shareholders.
Yeah,
they don't want to start firing up all these pumps and then it tank.
Exactly,
and they're stuck and they lose a lot of money. Yeah, it's aggravating. It's interesting. I need to find that and play it. It's great. It's pretty
the
great.
Monty Python?
The Monty Python thing. It sums up everything. Like, if everybody listened to that, they'd be like, yeah, that's it. Yeah. I wonder if it's on YouTube or if anybody in the chat room can find it.
Airdrop us a link.
or
don't.
I can't. I don't remember what it was called, though.
I don't know.
I don't know now. Maybe it's being
we're
angry.
Podcasting in a storm, a quiet storm.
Mm-hmm. It's the quiet storm. Yeah, here it is. Want to hear it? I found it. You want to hear it?
Sure.
You want to play it right now? You want to play it? You want to play it right now?
Go ahead.
Seriously, though, we've heard a lot about extremism recently. A nastier, harsher atmosphere everywhere, more abuse and bother boy behavior, less friendliness and tolerance and respect for opponents. All right, but what we never hear about extremism is its advantages. Well, the biggest advantage of extremism is that it makes you feel good because it provides you with enemies. Let me explain. The great thing about having enemies is that you can pretend that all the badness in the whole world is in your enemies and all the goodness in the whole world is in you. Attractive, isn't it? So, if you have a lot of anger and resentment in you anyway, and you therefore enjoy abusing people, then you can pretend that you're only doing it because these enemies of yours are such very bad persons. And that if it wasn't for them, you'd actually be good-natured and courteous and rational all the time. So, if you want to feel good, become an extremist. Okay, now you have a choice. If you join the hard left, they'll give you their list of authorized enemies.
And this is on.
Almost all kinds of authority, especially the police,
recorded?
the city, Americans, judges, multinational corporations, public schools, furriers, newspaper owners, fox hunters, generals, class traitors, and, of course, moderates. Or, if you'd rather be an extremist on the hard right, no problem, fine, you still get a lovely list of enemies, only they're different ones. Noisy minority groups, unions, Russia, weirdos, demonstrators, welfare sponges, meddlesome clergy, peaceniks, the BBC, strikers, social workers, communists, and, of course, moderates. And upstart actors. Now, once you're armed with one of these super lists of enemies, you can be as nasty as you like and yet feel your behaviors morally justified. So you can strut around abusing people and telling them you could eat them for breakfast and still think of yourself as a champion of the truth, a fighter for the greater good, and not the rather sad paranoid schizoid that you really are.
That's good stuff.
That's pretty damn good. You know what the next video is? It's Van Halen playing Pound Cake at the MTV Movie Awards.
Whoa.
Or Music Awards in
Fire
1991.
that up too. So when was that recorded?
Well, it had to be the Monty Python days. Like, this was uploaded in 2008.
Yeah, I don't think he's with us anymore, is he?
No. But, like, all the comments are on here is like, wow.
Spot on.
It's 2020 and all this holds up. Look at all this. The comments are just over and over
There-
like, holy shit,
know
this
what's
is
funny?
the same as today.
I will say this. I've had a lot of fun trolling.
Everybody.
Trolling is so like if there's one thing that's awesome about Twitter and social media is is trolling. Trolling is so fun.
It is. It's great.
It's like it never gets old.
It never does. It's so fun.
I'm 90% of what I go into Twitter now for is to find a good troll.
And just go after them
troll.
and then get banned.
Yeah.
Or shadow banned or whatever. I can't find your account anymore.
Oh,
I tried to tag you in something the other day.
Uh-oh.
I don't know where Matt is.
I might be gone. When was that?
A few days ago.
Dave saw me. Me and him were going back and forth last night.
I wanted to share something with you and you wouldn't come up.
Did you see the show that I tagged you on? The
Yeah.
hardest, or was it it's the album?
The hardest album of all time.
Yeah. Disturbed.
All right. So here's my holy fucking shit point of the day. Found this out today as I'm cruising around looking at things. We have RoboTuner in the chat room. Yeah, John Cleese is still alive. RoboTuner.
Not all of them aren't.
Not all of them, no.
No, I don't think so.
They're going to do Spinal Tap too.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
How are they going to do that? And there's some of those guys dead too?
Yeah, they're going to have replacements, but there's a Spinal
Just
Tap
an angel
being
of death
done.
right now. I'm like, they're dead.
They're dead. They're right. They're dead.
Dead.
Okay. So there is this RoboTuner. You just went to Canada, so you can tell us if you learned about MAID or not. Have you ever heard of what MAID is?
Mead?
MAID. MAID.
No.
Like
room service or something?
No. It is medically assistance in death.
Oh yeah.
It's
kind of like Kevorkian.
Yeah,
and
it's
all
medically assisted suicide is basically what it is.
that? Yeah.
And
their numbers are through the roof.
In 2023, they're going to make it to where pretty much anybody
has access to suicide
that is in poverty level can be killed.
Whoa. They're just going to open the door up. In Canada?
So you have to go before a board and be approved, okay?
This is in Canada.
In Canada. And the story that's come out is a 31-year-old Toronto woman who used to be a hair and makeup artist. She was diagnosed with multiple chemical sensitivities from using the makeup so much and the chemicals and stuff, the hair shit and everything. And it triggers rashes, difficulty breathing, blinding headaches, and the headaches are so bad they turn to migraines that cause her temporary paralysis. She's in a wheelchair now, has trouble getting around. And what the problem is that she's been looking for an apartment that is wheelchair accessible and has cleaner air because of where she is. I guess from the way they describe it, she's in an area that has really
nasty air,
nasty ozone, but nasty air. She's been trying to find one that's wheelchair accessible, has cleaner air, and she can pay for it with her what is the ODSP, which is Ontario's Disability Support Program. She receives a total of $1,169 a month plus $50 for a special diet. And she's in the poverty range, and she applied for MAID because she's tired of living and dealing with this.
Golly.
Earlier this year, another girl that had the same MCS applied for it, got it. And
wait, same the chemical thing?
The multiple chemical sensitivity.
Wait, that's odd. It's coincidental. Big time.
It is coincidental, or it could be just pointed at this article. That they found someone else that also went through this. She got she had to go through this. It's a process. You have to go before this board and everything, but this other girl got it, and they put her to sleep in April of this year, and it caused a whole bunch of controversy up there.
Yeah.
But it
I can
says like it says here this Denise is the name of the girl that's going through this right now. She's had 10 different agencies in Toronto over the past 6 months try to locate housing with reduced chemical and smoke exposure that she can afford, and they can't find anything. And she's just tired. She can't find housing that she can afford that is in a safe area for her to live, that is also wheelchair accessible, and she's done. And it says she had to go before a board, had to fill out an application. It says applying for medically assisted death has been surprisingly easy. Denise said she began working on applications for MAID in the summer of 2021. A psychiatrist, she said, first deemed her competent to make the decision. Then a second MAID provider reviewed her medical history and signed the approval according to Denise. Then another physician who offers medically assisted death has now asked her to finalize all her documents, including a power of attorney and funeral arrangements, along with a DNR order. She's finishing, and as of when this article was written in May 4th, she is finishing up the documentation. She's asked the doctors, there's a 90-day waiting period, and she's asked the doctors to waive the 90-day waiting period to go straight to it. They usually wait 90 days because of thinking about it or pulling out, and then there's a if natural death isn't imminent, they can supposedly fast track it so she can have her earlier death. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is a death board like this. I was reading this and was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, this is hard core. And now what they're saying is that
they got a leak. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, in the AC?
Yeah.
It's raining like crazy.
They stopped
over
the
there.
game.
They have?
Yeah.
I thought you meant in here. I started looking up. I got panicky. Is it on the...
Yeah, watch. They're drying it up.
Is it on the court? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So this law went into effect a few years ago. In 2021, they expanded the law because basically it was like if you're old and you want assisted death, you could apply for it and get it. In 2021, they expanded it to anyone with a chronic illness or disability. In 2023, it's anyone that feels like they're below the poverty threshold can ask for assisted
Like you don't have
death.
to have any kind of physical pain or anything like that. You can just be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, if we're trying to depopulate the Earth, which it seems like that's what they're meeting about.
Well, here
over
at
Davos,
Davos, when we're here,
that's what we're talking
at
about.
the World Economic Forum, this is one of the things we've talked about is trying to
Right.
kill off as many people as we can.
This definitely helps. Countries start offering drive-in suicide, drive-through suicide places. Sorry, guess I shouldn't joke like that. But
I thought Canada was the land of fun and happiness.
man, look at
And
what's
cool
happened
shit.
to that country, though. Man, they're a fucking mess. They're just like us.
But you get over there and on the good side, the Vancouver side, and the Victoria side, it's fun and happiness. It's pretty. It's good.
It used to be fun and happiness here. Sorry.
They have and at the end of this article, the thing that like blew me away. Like this was difficult for me to read today, and I had to prep myself for to talk about it.
The article about the MAID? Yeah,
but
it's
it says
insane.
here that the other girl that I guess killed herself, basically is the way you say it. Her name was Sophia. But it's as you go through here, it says the clinic is seeing a growing number of referrals for the condition that those two girls had, and a 2-year wait list for a specialist appointment. So there's this clinic that can help with it, but if you're on a 2-year wait list and you're having all these issues, it may drive you to being like, no, I'm done. I'm 31. Who cares? Boom, done.
I mean, these people that are signing up for this realize that they can take care of this themselves, right?
I don't think but you don't. Doing it this way is legal, and you get insurance, or your family gets insurance.
You think the insurance is going to pay out on that, though? There's no
it's
way.
a medical procedure.
I guarantee you, in America,
America won't work.
You need to learn to speak Americanese.
But Canada, you get everything.
They got socialized health care up there.
So it says here that
so this is something that the taxpayers of Canada are paying for.
I guess so. Canadian statistics suggest that at least 700,000 Canadians suffer from sensitivities to chemicals.
That's crazy. I didn't know that there was some kind of epidemic of chemicals up there.
Edmonton, man. All those oil fields. It's like living in Houston times 30.
Yeah.
And it's cold and it's gray a lot. That can make you get addicted to chemicals. But this is scary as fuck. This like freaked me out.
It's just like I was saying earlier. This Black Mirror episode is just,
I'm tired of it.
It keeps getting worse and worse and worse. You're like, all right, when does the Antichrist come? When does our Savior?
He came.
What happens here?
The Antichrist came, and then he molested a bunch of women. Now he's on trial. He was a beautiful person. Mm.
You think Marilyn Manson was the Antichrist?
Isn't that what everybody said?
He thought he was.
That's what all the churches said. So was Kiss. And they had to fight the Phantom in the Park.
They were knights in Satan's service.
They were knights in Satan's service. All right. From here on out, nothing but happy fun times.
Yeah.
We got a question from a listener, and I figured I'd bring it to the show.
An email question?
I texted.
A texted question?
I think we're going to shut the email down because we're in the modern world now. They can TikTok us. They can questions or whatever. Do we have a JJTM TikTok? Have you started that yet?
No, man. That's infiltrated, homie.
We can't have JJTM TikTok. Look at my penis. Look at me pee.
Look at my penis. Look at my pee. Look at my penis.
That's all it would be. We kicked
Look
off
at
TikTok.
my pee.
So,
excuse me, ma'am. Would you like to look at my penis? Look at me pee. That's so gross.
Barry sent us a question.
Yeah, Barry. On the one ball line.
He sent it, and I'm going to change it up. Like it's
him speaking to us.
Yeah, it's directed towards me, but we're going to have to change the instrument for you.
Okay.
And I don't think we've ever really talked about this. I've talked about this on another podcast, but I never talked about it in here. What album or inspired you to start to get into playing the bass? Which on you would be guitar.
Yes.
What album inspired you to really get into playing
the guitar?
The stringed instrument of your choice.
I would say where I decided that I didn't give a shit anymore. I was buying a guitar, like no matter what, and I was either gonna suck or suck. Was Appetite for Destruction.
Once in the 80s. How'd you get? What have you done since then?
What?
That was in the 80s.
Yeah.
You should have learned to play since then.
You'd think I knew how to play.
Good God.
But yeah, that was the one where I was like, I don't give a damn. I'm going, and my next Christmas, I'm going to have an electric guitar and an amp. And that's when I did it. I got a fake SG with a Gorilla practice amp, a 10-inch practice amp.
Green?
Freaking.
A green Gorilla or an orange Gorilla?
It was a green one.
Yeah.
No, I think it was green. It was cool, though. I had to, dime everything to get any kind of distortion.
Yeah.
And boy, I just thought I was freaking
my first crate was that way. I had to dime everything.
Yeah.
First crate. So, guitar, the one that my dad gave me, the first one I had was a bass. That SG bass I have in there. The old Electra SG bass. And that was right when Nevermind came out. So that was a big influence. The first song I really learned how to play front to back was Whom the Bell Tolls.
That's what I was going to say. A lot of Metallica had a lot to do with it too. I just want to play guitar.
The three albums that probably got me going right off the bat was Nevermind, Ride the Lightning, maybe a little bit of Master too, because we used to Me and my buddy John that I grew up with, we used to always just metal out and play.
Motley Crue
back and forth.
too. Motley Crue did like I got
No
into
Crew.
some
No Crew for us.
Yeah, Motley Crue, man.
Jeez.
Some of the stuff that was on there, when like Shot at the Devil, Too Fast for Love, Theater of
Yeah, I never
Pain.
played any of that. The biggest album though that really changed, like for technique and style and being able to switch up and go, which I'm
Leviathan.
still not great at slapping.
Leviathan.
The first Rage Against the Machine record.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I could play that record front to back.
Yeah,
within about
and it was fun. That was fun music.
3
to
or 4
learn.
months. Yeah, that was
Like real blues licks. Yeah,
Yeah, that one was it, and then it fell off into.
I would say mine
Fucker,
was.
don't you hold on,
Oh, did we just drop it down?
fucking. I don't know what's going on here. There's definitely we have a power issue out here.
We have stamina problems out here.
Poor
Power
erection
and
problems.
stamina. Oh, was that?
Bring it up.
Sorry.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Hello.
I don't know what just happened.
Can I pee right now then?
Go pee real fast while it's dry, and then we'll come back, and we'll finish this show up.
Oh, it's not dry.
Is it still raining? I don't even hear it. Toronto is kind of a mess. It's the New York City except super meh all around. I never was interested in Toronto. I would live in Victoria though, and I'd possibly live in Vancouver. I'd go take over my aunt's place in Vancouver, and then fly. Then I'd have quick access to Blackcomb, Whistler. Yeah, go skiing all the time. Hell yeah. And Susie believes in death with dignity. Ugh. All right, you're done peeing. Let's finish this thing out. Are they still leaking? Fuck. Well, it's still. I mean, it's just now hitting over there. I think it's time to tear the arena down and build another one. They're talking about it. The Mavericks. The Fort Worth Mavericks. Look, he's pissed. It's his building. He's like, what the fuck is going on here? I run Shark Tank, and we probably have a wax. What are they doing?
I think they're trying to put something below.
You ever seen an arena wear a diaper?
That's what's basically happening. AAC's getting a diaper right now. Ticket, you better not steal that.
Yeah, we know you were listening.
Don't be stealing that line.
What's on your mind?
Actually,
Dustin?
they can steal whatever they want from us because we've stolen all their shit.
Yeah. And now we've stole their producer, Danny. He's going to come over.
Yeah. What about that? We should talk about that. He was a pretty rad dude that's leaving the radio, DFW radio. I like Danny.
I do too. I like steak.
I do too. I like websites too.
I like websites. Hold on just a second. Let me get this posted real
Barkley
quick
had to go
before
take
anybody
care of
beats
it.
me.
He just sat down.
Barkley did?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I spelled that right. How you spell diaper?
D-I-P-E-R. You better learn because that's going to be the next thing that's in shortage. You know what I heard today? That popsicles are in shortage.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Motherfucker.
Delete.
I know, right? D-I-A. Edit post. I was trying.
Diaper.
Diaper.
Diapers. Diapers.
Diaper.
What are you doing? I'm speaking it out.
Diaper.
Sounding it out. Diaper. Diaper.
Okay, I got to close this because it's going to make noise the whole time.
Yeah, and everybody's getting annoyed by me trying to pronounce diaper.
All right, let's hit record here. Boy, there's going to be a lot of...
Oh, we're just now getting back on?
Yeah, we're back on now. All right, so... line. So I talked about Central Track being up for sale.
You gonna buy them?
No. Well, tap the brakes.
We might buy them.
I'm under NDAs. I want one of those again. So I got this study that reveals
Yingling or an NDA?
I want a youngling. There's a study that came out on the internet, and we believe everything we see on the internet because that's where all our facts come from.
That's where I learned to speak Americanese.
That's where I learned to spell diaper. This is by a site called Finance Buzz. They analyzed 13 genres of music and broke them down by what genre had the most expensive ticket price for their concerts, and what genre.
I thought we did this the other day.
The most expensive tickets by artist, and the tour, what genre per tour, and the genre by total ticket sales. So, we're not doing bands or artists. We're doing genres. What do you think the most expensive genre? Now, this is a study done between 2017 to 2021. The most expensive genre to buy a ticket for is?
Man. Well, throughout music history, right? Is that what we're talking about?
From 2017 to 2021.
Oh, did I miss that part?
Yeah.
I was gonna say metal and rock, but the timeline's not gonna make it work. Yeah, the timeline's not gonna do it justice.
On average, the most expensive genre of artist to see,
country,
which is someone that just came through town,
country.
Can prove. So I point over there. Classic rock.
Oh yeah.
The average for a classic rock ticket is $119 per person. That McCartney show that just came through for a decent ticket was $700.
Yeah.
For decent. Not great. Decent. Which is stupid. You're a Beatle that has more money than anybody. You own Michael Jackson's catalog. Or did Michael Jackson buy the Beatles catalog?
I think it was the other way around.
Something like that. Anyway. Second was pop.
McCartney bought Prince's catalog.
Pop averages $100 a ticket.
Yeah. What about K-pop?
They're not on here, actually. Maybe they fall under pop.
That's racist.
I think it is, too. Latin is $91. Yeah. Rock is $85. And hip-hop is $82. Falling down, comedy is down towards the bottom of the list at $73. And if you want to go see a good, at the bottom of the list, a good Christian rock band cost you $39.
I just saw a really good fucking rock show for $36.
What show was that?
Down.
You paid?
No. I don't want to act like I'm big time on our podcast.
I haven't paid for a concert in a long time.
It's not like I'm going to do a music video where we're talking about our band and then we go run outside and then go play in our band and kick us off our instruments and then finish the song.
Maybe. The most expensive tickets by genre and artist. Classic rock, Bruce Springsteen averages $508.
Oh my gosh. I saw he's touring. He's about to tour again. He's about to release some music and tour.
I saw him front U2.
Is he 70? He's in his 70s now, right?
I need to post those videos. Yeah.
Golly,
him singing for Bono was interesting.
Streets of Philadelphia. I wanna run. That's not Bruce Springsteen.
I wanna hide. I wanna
the Louis Armstrong
down these walls. It was fucking cool, and I never got Bruce Springsteen until I saw him sing. And that was the same show with Kanye.
No, I would love to go to a Bruce Springsteen show. I'm not throwing shade on the guy.
So
he's the boss.
My buddy Dominic that I shoot.
He's not the
with.
Assistant manager.
No, he is the boss. He's the boss. My buddy Dominic grew up in the same neighborhood as him.
Oh yeah,
and said that there was this bar that Springsteen used to frequent when he was growing up. But he's like, there were several times as he was growing up, young or in his 20s or whatever, you'd be in there having some drinks with the guys, and all of a sudden you just hear this click as the front door locked, and out of the back comes Bruce Springsteen to play a little set.
Yeah,
just kind of warming up in the bar, and he's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
It'd
that's
be like
cool.
us being up at billiards and Kiss showed up.
Before they went and played the Watauga Amphitheater.
Yeah. Number 2, Lady Gaga for 337.
Lady Gaga.
I'll just jump through here. Number 4, Metallica averages 229. Usher 220. Dave Chappelle 166. Jazzy and Baiwansi 117. The Strokes.
Oh no, why'd they have to bring them up, man?
They charge more than Jay-Z does. I would watch Jay-Z 100 times more than I would that dumbass in his stupid fucking NASCAR jacket again. What was the name of that stupid band at Fortress Fest that he was in fronting? Where Jizz Pop came from?
Which we still need to release our premiere album of Jizz Pop.
We can't.
Why?
Because Jizz Pop is what the Cantina band plays in Star Wars. It's called Jizz Pop.
Well, the thing that sucks is we also have like 20 other projects in the way.
We do. I'll do. Yeah, Julian Casablanca. Thank you, RoboTuner.
There we go.
Eagles tickets are up there. Eagles are expensive as shit, too. So,
you're in two.
Average ticket sale per tour by genre. Pop wins this one. They've won $38,610,000.
I want to know over the
That's a
music
dumb
history, the whole history of music. It's got to be metal and rock, number one, right?
No.
Do you have that fact over there?
The total ticket sales by genre in this time period,
No,
2017,
not,
2021.
no, I'm saying throughout time.
Oh, no, I don't.
Like from the beginning of time.
I don't
to
have
now.
that. I don't think we can do that because we can't even accurately remember what the weather was before 1920.
If you want to learn to speak the weather, you need to learn to speak some weatherese.
You need to learn to speak Delcus.
Yeah.
Pop.
Pop is number one.
Number one. They've grossed in that time period
I could see that.
$5.29 billion with a B dollars. Classic rock, $3.55 billion. Rock, $2.43 billion. Country, $1.9 billion. And alternative rock, $1.14 billion. Comedy, $544 million. EDM, $29 million. So those Electric Daisy festivals
Yeah.
don't raise that much
What
money.
about gay witch abortion?
That's under Christian, $175 million. Best band name ever. Can we talk about that?
We used to.
I don't
know now. The rules have changed, man. We've been potting so long that the rules have they've changed twice. We've had 2 sets of rule
7
changes.
times. They changed.
It's been a
every other
lot.
year. Wait,
It's
we're
like
going on our 9th year, right?
Yeah, and then
Coming up?
management sends us a memo, faxes us a memo that says, by the way, guys, we can't say this. We need to stay away from this.
I need to ask you something on the show right now. This programming note.
Do I have any desire to see that?
Dinosaurs?
Absolutely none.
No, I'm not. It's not that.
It's Jurassic
Top
Park.
Gun. When are we going to go watch that?
Well, there's only one day that it's showing.
No, it's showing more days. You looked at it wrong.
What? Did I?
Yeah.
Why did it say 27th only?
There's like a premiere date, and then it's in regular run.
Oh, so they're releasing it. That's like one day, and then they're going to.
We should go see it next Monday.
Ooh, I might be closing on next Monday, though.
Oh,
That's the plan.
How are you going to close on Memorial Day?
Oh, that's a good point. That's the 30th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't close on a holiday.
Unless they're. This might be one of those deals that are virtual. Like, I'm not even really getting a place. It's just virtual.
BlackRock already owns it.
Yeah, I'm like finding out that I'm just.
Son
All
of
I'm
a
doing
bitch.
is asking to plug into the Matrix.
Yeah.
At this address.
It's your virtual home.
Exactly.
No, the thing I wanted to ask you was, which is more important? Our 500th episode or 10 years?
They're both pretty important.
They're both coming up pretty quick.
That's crazy.
We're at 474 now. So we're 25 weeks from 10 years. So 500 will hit before 10 years.
Yeah. At some point, we're going to get a paycheck.
Maybe someone will throw us a surprise party.
And give us $1 million. So here's what we owed you.
I'm under NDA, sir.
I am too. Actually, I haven't signed my NDA. But everywhere I go now, guess what? if I don't know the person that's hanging around us,
Can't talk to you.
need to. Can we get that cat over there to sign an NDA before he comes over here? I want an NDA.
Look at this. We're up by 20 in the third. 22 points. It's because they're wet.
This is the Splash Town.
Sir Mix-a-Lot at Fort Worth Brewery.
In.
$150 a couple.
What? I'm sorry, what?
$150 a couple.
Ooh. Ouch.
That's $75 a ticket.
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, shit. We got another wave coming.
What's the, when is this show again? The Sir Mix-a-Lot?
I don't know. It's celebration of that record. That's not even the best song on that record.
Yeah.
The best song on that record is the one that, let's see here.
We got TV down. We got TV down.
Waiting for receiver signal. The tornado is on top of our house now.
Please. Yes.
Sunday, June 19th at 8 p.m. at Fort Brewery and Pizza. He's playing a pizza joint.
Yeah. It looks cool.
And it's the 30th anniversary of Baby Got Back, which isn't the best song on that album. One Time's Got No Case is awesome. Are we back? All right,
no, they're showing replay.
Am I hearing wind? Oh, it's the fans on the fans on the computer.
We ate some mushrooms today to make it spicy. Is that water dripping down the wall?
Spicy mushrooms.
What?
What?
I said we ate some mushrooms today to make it spicy, our salad.
Oh, I got you. What else we got? What else we got here?
Yeah?
The big one.
The big one.
Vinnie Paul's estate sale.
They're doing an estate sale? Is it for charity or something, or they're just doing it?
It's all his memorabilia is going up on Thursday.
Wow.
BackstageAuctions.com.
Anything on there you're eyeing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 95% of it?
It says there's so much stuff on here. But it says here it's just a massive collection of stuff. He's got several of his brother's guitars, Dimebag's guitars, his own guitars, basses, and drum kits, and instruments from Tom Maxwell, Judas Priest, Paul Stanley, Dave Mustaine, Mike Mushik, Velvet Revolver, Alabama, Tim McGraw, Willie Nelson, and more. And then he has a ton of local sports memorabilia that's
so
going
awesome.
up for sale.
I think there's some starter jackets in there. Some Cowboys starter hats and starter jackets.
You can visit the site right now and go look at
Remember
it.
that commercial with Troy Aikman? The Get Real?
You got to get some real.
Get real.
He's got a guitar. Whoa.
What? Don't say he has a Beatles guitar or something absurd.
What is this? What's going on?
Uh-oh.
What's happening? Preview the auction now.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I don't know right now.
I don't have all the answers, man.
I don't have all the answers at all. I thought they said he's got a guitar in here that's from Al Jurgensen.
I'm sure he does somewhere.
Probably. I'm buying it.
Or I'm pretty sure they were bros.
Mofo, I'm buying it. You don't know.
As you saw the other night, everyone's friends.
Everyone is friends. Auction reference catalog. Auction reference catalog is right here. It's in a PDF form. Would you like? Jesus. It's the smallest font I've ever seen, and it's 8 pages long.
Oh, wow. Goodness.
A hell yeah. Vinnie Paul 1994 hell yeah custom slot machine for $3,500.
That's cool. 3,500.
Yeah. Pantera's 1990s Dickies work shirt worn by Vinnie Paul for $100.
Yeah.
What do you want? What are you looking at? What do you want?
Me?
What do you?
I'll take some guitars.
You want a guitar?
Yeah, I'll take a guitar or two.
How about the 1990 Cowboys from Hell RIAA gold record presented to Vinnie Paul $1,000.
Yeah.
We hang that
that'd
on
be
our
cool.
wall.
Yeah.
How about the vulgar display one's $1,000? The platinum one is $1,250. The double platinum is $1,500.
Wow. Man, I wish they would make it public to where you could. I mean, well, that'd be too much of a spectacle for the family
Where
and
you could
stuff. But
look
where you
at
could
it?
go check it all out. Did you ever go over to his place?
Yeah.
That he had here.
Yeah. Yeah, we went over there quite a few times because a mutual friend of ours lived right around the corner from it.
Yeah, he was that type, man. He had all kinds of cool shit. He was a collector. I think all of us are collectors.
Man, there's a
Fucking
lot.
Metalheads are naturally collectors. You know that?
Kind of are. Yeah.
In Texas.
Kind of are.
Us as Texans, we're very collective. We like collecting things like specimens and stuff.
Vinnie Paul, the Clubhouse framed magazine cover, articles and plaque, $150.
Does he have a High Times magazine that he's in?
Where they? A bunch of backstage passes for like $40, $30, $50. Judas Priest band autograph 2004 LTD ESP Redwood Grand guitar, $1,000.
I'll take that.
A Paul Stanley Ibanez guitar.
Wait. Is it positive Paul Stanley or negative Paul Stanley?
Doesn't say, but it's the 1997 broken glass Ibanez.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
What are they called? The Ibanez, the one you had,
the Iceman.
The Iceman. Gifted to Vinnie Paul for $1,500.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Michael Schnicker, black and white Dean V guitar, $1,000. Stained.
Yeah.
Signed baritone Ibanez guitar for $1,250.
Wait.
I know how much you like Stained.
Stained. The band?
Yeah.
I didn't know that I didn't know that Vinnie Paul was a huge Stained fan.
I'm in right here.
Star stuff.
1990 Wayne Gretzky 1990 signed NHL hockey jersey, $1,000. In on the wall right there. Right?
Yeah.
A Dallas Stars autograph 1990 Dimebag Darrell Washburn 333 dime NL Dimebag Darrell misprint.
In
$2,500.
I'd like to get the guitar he drilled to pieces.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The one he drilled in 3, that Dime drilled.
Yeah.
I'd like to find that guitar.
That one?
Yeah.
How about a Dallas Stars Ed Belfour game worn
yeah
1997 custom Warwick goalie mask?
Yeah, that's awesome.
$3,000. I don't need that lens. How about that? Damn.
Damn.
I'd be like, man, that's the one he wore when we won the Stanley Cup, mofos.
Yeah. I always wanted to have a conversation with those two guys about what happened that night. Like, what's true? What? Like, I want to verify some things. Like, is this really what happened?
The night they won the game, or the night of the party at the house where the Stanley Cup got dented?
Both. What was going on the night that we won?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that was in Buffalo, wasn't it?
Yeah, they won up there.
So yeah, I guess
I know
when
what
they
I
came
did.
back, I
At
know what I did
3
too.
a.m. or whatever it was.
Remember, there was a bad storm too, the beginning of it, or was that the Colorado series? There was one storm that knocked out TV all over the place.
No, it wasn't that
was the
night.
first time that I ever went to Texas Billiards, and it was when it was at the other building.
So I was at my apartment.
And they had raised ceilings over there, which was confusing. I was like,
wait, you were at Texas Billiards?
Raised ceilings here, lower ceilings here.
Oh, at the old joint? Was that at the old joint?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the first time I met Marty and the Nances and stuff. Was everything was
they
shut?
won it.
They were the only bar. We went to Daddy Rocks, or not Daddy Rocks, Papa G's. We went to Sparks. We went everywhere. Or was Sparks there yet?
Sparks wasn't there yet.
We went to like 4 different bars.
There were a bunch of other weird bars in there. I drove up and down Roof Snow looking for people because that used to be the thing to do when the Cowboys won.
Oh yeah.
And no one.
Are you talking about after the game?
After the game. So I went back to my apartment, and this is when
you should have just come to Johnson's because that's where I was.
The stairs Well, the stairs to my old apartment are the ones that are directly behind Broncos. Like you would walk out Broncos' back
They're
door and
about
go
to
right
play
up the stairs.
Broncos. I think this weekend.
I know. I'm not gonna be here.
Where are you going?
Space with Alon.
Elon.
No, I really want to go see that show too. I'd like to go over there and hang out, but yeah.
What show?
Unless it's on Monday.
The Whiskey Dick? Yeah.
But yeah. So I went back to the apartment and was just like, well, let's walk over here to Broncos, see what's going on. That was a shit show.
Well, that's cool, man.
Jesse did used to live in those same apartments.
There's probably about 50 things in that auction that I would try to get.
Probably
if I had
all
the
of
money.
it.
Like if I was a 250 millionaire, just not just a millionaire, but like a 250 millionaire, I guarantee you I would blow a lot of cash on that.
Load.
Metallica album after they cut their hair?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're talking about?
Load and Reload. Blood and Sperm.
Oof.
But yeah, it's funny. You talk to people, much like the stories I heard at the Down show, because everybody has been to every Pantera thing they've ever done. And I think there was 200 people at the Dimebag's house. Like that's what's visually documented. There were 200 people when the Stanley Cup was there and they threw it in the pool and it got dented.
That's why I wanted to always interview those guys about it.
But
to find out what was real.
But you find out or you talk to people, and it's like there was 19,000 people there at that house that night. Everybody that was there that was ever connected to them. Oh, yeah, I was there. Oh, yeah, I was there, man. It's crazy that they didn't stand the cup, man. Well, how'd they do it? Oh, it just happened.
You talking about the pool story?
Yeah, the pool story. If only they would have put out a book.
Rex has a book, doesn't he? I think Rex put one out.
Was he talking about all that, though?
I
Was
think he
Rex
does,
around?
Man.
During that? Was he at home by himself? He didn't go to many Stars games where I remember.
I know he has a book about Pantera that's supposed to be really good.
Hi, I'm Rex. I'm at Broncos having fun.
Was he at the Down show?
I didn't see him.
I didn't either.
I didn't know if we'd see him or not. And there was mention of the boys, Dimebag and Vinny.
Oh, yeah.
Right at the beginning of Lifer.
Yeah.
And he ripped into Lifer. Phil said, this is for my boys.
Still sad, man. We had the greatest metal band ever from our hood.
And we take
just what happened. We take it for granted. We do. We always do. And then you realize you see Phil on stage with his band, and you're like, man, that was so special back then. And it's special now what he's doing.
It is. And it's just, I don't know. It's really weird when you don't realize they were so good and the shows were they were fun guys that just ran around everywhere.
That's another thing that I think
normal
you and
dudes.
I would love to have would be an interview with Phil. I think we would have a good one, and it would. No, man. I think I would be sitting there for hours just listening to him and his stories and things that happened and his just.
Did you watch the video?
I'd be there.
Their 30-year release or 40-year release or whatever it is of
when he was getting interviewed by that
Vulgar
guitar
Display.
I think so.
Where they're on Skype, him and Rex are.
Oh,
I don't know the story.
I might have.
I'd like to sit down with Rex. Rex knows everything.
Yeah,
he's like the one that was level-headed and remembers everything that happened.
Every once in a while, Rex was still going up to Broncos and stuff.
Yeah, I had a conversation with him one night.
I never talked much.
Guess
with
what
Rex.
we talked about?
Sex,
basses, because we're bass players, man. That's what we talk about when we're in public. Troy,
y'all didn't talk about about podcasting.
Who became Troy's best friend when we started talking about Jaguar basses?
Me.
That was me.
Who became his best friend when he brought up Eastbound and Down? That would be me.
That was you. Troy.
Who almost took my girlfriend home? That would be Troy.
And Greg. And
the list.
There's a list of rock
left.
Stars. 95 to 67 with 2 minutes left in the third.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to win one at home, and then they'll die out in California.
One win turns to two.
So,
Electric Boogaloo.
Real question. I don't mean to be dark here. Real question. They're flying back home.
Oh, no.
Golden State's plane goes down.
I don't have any idea what would happen
What
in that
happens?
situation.
Do they cancel?
Hasn't that only happened in like a Russian hockey team or something? Like a professional Russian hockey team? They all
soccer
went
team
down.
had it
Was
happen
it
too, right?
There's been some, and then Marshall. We are Marshall, I guess.
That was college, yeah.
But what about this? What would happen if
They don't finish the season, right? It's just where
the NBA calls it off?
Yeah.
I don't
The
know,
guys
man.
with the best record win. Here you go. And Miami's pissed. The Celtics are pissed.
I have no idea. Let's hope
the Mavs are pissed.
Some fucking stupid Trumper doesn't have a bazooka and shoot one down out of the sky because he's a mediocre white guy.
I was just thinking, there you go. And that's what we'll get an article written about mediocre white guys that killed an NBA team. But yeah, what does happen? There's 4 teams left. If
that's a question that I wouldn't ask Diamond Vinny. I'd probably ask that of like Mark Cuban or something like.
I can't ask Diamond Vinny. What am I supposed to do? Go to their grave and
I was
ask
just
them?
making reference to our show a while ago. I was like,
Okay.
I'd really love to interview them. I'm asking them about this. Well, I couldn't ask Diamond Vinny about that, but I could definitely ask Mark Cuban if I ever.
You could go
did an
shoot a
interview with him.
video at their grave.
Dom, I got a question. Let's say there's an NBA playoff game going on. Hear me out. Hear me out. One of the planes goes down.
What do you think about that? What was I gonna say? Fuck, shit. Yeah, I just want to know, like, what would happen.
That's a good question. There's a lot of good questions you've brought up. You've brought a lot of good questions to the table this show. You know,
I think the
you
wetness,
soul searched.
The wetness is screwed up. The Golden State because they don't know what rain is out there because it's California and California has no idea what rain is because it doesn't rain.
Is that the mediocre white guy dribbling up the court?
That was Steph Curry. He's not white.
I was talking about
Luka.
Yeah,
Luka. I don't think he's mediocre.
Oh, he's definitely a mediocre. He plays video games all the time.
Nah, but he makes good money. He's rich.
Do you think he ever went out with a cheerleader?
Probably.
I'm starving. I hate when I get this hungry during a show.
I have one final thing I want to talk about.
Sex.
Close. It's almost as good as sex.
Golf.
Star Wars.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So, last week, I meant to bring it up on last week's show, but things got out of control. But Disney just decided to, like, here's our roadmap and here's what's happening. And they've usually been quiet, but here's how things are going to work in the Star Wars universe over the next few years. And we're pretty open about Kenobi, which starts Friday.
They're saying they're open about it? What do you mean?
They've been pretty quiet about how things are going to work and what's being
With
shot when and what's
3 different series right now?
So you got Obi-Wan, and then as soon as Obi-Wan's done, the Andor series comes out, which is Cassian Andor from Rogue One.
Uh-huh.
It's like his backstory and how he got into the rebellion. And then...
Still no Vader.
In Obi-Wan there is.
No, I'm saying when I thought they were going to do a series or a movie about Vader.
Yeah. No Vader. And then Ahsoka series comes out next year. And there's like close. Andor's supposed to go. There's some, I can't remember what the other series is. And then Mandalorian starts back up, season 3. And then Ahsoka is next year. But they were kind of talking about how it all ties in, and I kind of forgot about. The Vanity Fair article is pretty good, pretty in depth about it. But I heard something leak about Kenobi.
Uh-oh. Good or bad?
And I didn't know it was a leak until it's one of the, I don't know what the fuck's going on with these stupid fucking websites now that trick you in. They don't say, spoiler warning or something. They just like,
oh, by the way,
here's everything. And as you're reading along, you're like, I don't want to read this.
Dicks.
Because they just write it in there like, such and such is returning and blah, blah, blah.
So are you going to tell are you going to spill the beans?
If Kenobi ends the way they say it is, because they're saying it's just the one series. That's it. Boom. You're done. This is all it's going to be. There's not going to be a season 2. It's just.
What about Boba Fett? Are they going to do more Boba Fett?
I don't know. But this if it ends like they say it is, Disney can suck a nut.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I may have to do a GoFundMe for Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh no, they go woke.
We'll see. We'll see because there's a lot of stuff. Because even Ewan McGregor coming out and goes,
Kenobi and Lord Vader.
Are lovers. No, they hope they are.
Don't woke my Star Wars, please.
It's already woke. There was a lesbian kiss.
Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't. I mean, don't shoehorn it.
They're woke. They already showed a black guy fly the Millennium Falcon on film. It was all make believe beforehand, but then they had to. No, they actually did show it in Empire Strikes Back. That joke doesn't work.
You want to delete that?
No, I don't, because it's funny. It's a funny joke. And that's my Chasing Amy reference of the day. Come on now. Lando Calrissian was a black guy, and he got to fly the Millennium Falcon. Who said that?
Never gets old.
That whole scene is funny. Black rage, black rage. What's a Nubian?
Yeah.
Chasing Amy's underrated.
Maybe we'll get to interview him someday.
Maybe. He's still putting out books, and I'd like to get him in here.
I would too.
I'd like to get a hold of him and be like, hey, man. So, yeah, Kenobi comes out. You get the first 2 episodes right off the bat.
Just
and then
like,
you have to wait a
Now, what they did with Boba Fett, too.
First 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope it's good. It looks good.
It's got to be.
The trailers look good. The other trailer they released today, did you watch Thor? The long one?
I saw some of it. I don't know where or when, but I saw a little bit.
Speaking of Star Wars, you have Queen Amidala in there.
Yeah, the thing I'm worried about is the Marvel one-liners. They're just getting to me, man.
I haven't watched Doctor Strange yet.
The second one?
And I haven't watched Moon Knight. Uncomfortable name. Moon Knight.
It is very uncomfortable.
I haven't watched it.
Good observation, too, by the way.
It's bad.
How'd that slip by the editing department? Moon Knight! By Marvel.
No mediocre white guys will make fun of that.
No.
And let's make him solid white.
Yeah.
Like a Klan member. Like, come on. But I haven't watched it. I heard it's great. I heard it makes you insane. And then there's that other one. That,
why does it make you insane?
The guy from, what's his name? The actor just released it. God
Rock.
Damn it.
Dwayne Rock Johnson.
No, not him.
Jason Momoa.
The guy that's in that band. Not 21 Pilots, but the
Johnny
other one.
Depp.
No. The guy from
30 Seconds to Mars.
My So-Called Life.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. That guy. That guy. 30 Seconds to Mars. You're right. Yeah. That movie he just put out. Morpheus.
Yeah.
I
Good.
don't know.
Yeah.
I heard it was shit.
I know 30 Seconds to Mars used to rock, dude.
When that attack song.
Oh, there's a bunch, dude, man.
Run away.
That was on Guitar Hero, wasn't it?
Yeah, that had some good riffs in it.
That album was good.
Yeah.
He came with some ballsy vocals. Then he's
yeah,
like,
Morbius is hot garbage.
I don't
what I'm
like
hearing.
to do rock and roll anymore. I'd rather.
Well, he did the AIDS movie, and it changed everything.
That's right.
It changed his thought. What was the name of that movie? The
Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah, he did that,
With
and that's when
Matthew
his
McConaughey.
attitude. I saw him in Brooklyn though, buying ice cream one night.
Matthew McConaughey or Jared?
Jared.
Yeah. You're like, dude, that's not very anorexic.
He stood from me to you buying ice cream from me, and I was like, "You're Jared Leto." I was trying to think of 30 Seconds to Mars songs.
I think I'm going to start doing that anytime I see someone famous
Hi.
from now on. I'm like,
that is my go-to, though.
you're Shania Twain.
Or you do what someone has a TikTok about
You're
this.
Eddie Vedder.
I think it was with Ewan McGregor. They walk up to him and goes, "Hey man, can I get a picture?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And they hand him the phone, and the guy goes back and stands with his girlfriend, so he takes a picture.
Yeah. It's awesome.
That's what you ought to start doing.
Yeah, dude, I would, man. If I was a famous person, that's what I would do. I would do dumb shit like that all the time. I'd be like Bill Murray, just fucking doing dumb, like just silly stuff.
Yeah.
You want to
show
go
up
out? You want
wherever?
to go out this weekend? Yeah, let's go out and just do dumb shit.
When's the Colonial? Because he always shows up for the Colonial.
Oh yeah. Well, he used to go down for South by Southwest. I thought
He did. I've seen him down
now
there
it's
for South
too-
by Southwest.
Man, I saw something that was similar to that. It was what's his name, and Bryan Cranston and Pinkman. They were at a bartending for a photo shoot or something.
What's his name? Cock Jism Grandma Cock from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Was it Nam?
Yeah.
Ran right by him.
Yeah.
And he was all like, "What's that guy's name?" The bigger dude. It's his buddy, his manager.
I don't know, man. I'm glad you didn't run into Phil on Sunday night.
Why? Hey, you're Phil.
You're Philip Anselmo.
No, I'd walk up to him and go, "Man, remember when you used to come to Best Buy in Northwoods and Hills? You used to live right down the street from where I live now? And you used to come into Best Buy and scare the shit out of me." He did. He used to come in there and buy CDs and stuff and scared the fucking shit out
I
of me.
want to see what he says when you tell him that he scared you. That's funny. Can you imagine someone telling you that? Hey, man, I remember when you used to go into Walgreens down the street
and you were a badass.
You came into Walgreens and you scared the shit out of me.
You know who else scared the shit out of me?
What's that?
At a golf course. Came right up behind me and I felt this presence.
Alice Cooper.
No. I felt this weird presence shadow over me and I turned around and my head hit his chest.
Shaq.
Bo Jackson scared
my
the
gosh.
shit out of me. That guy.
I saw Frank Thomas once in the Six Flags Mall with Tim Raines and Dime. Dime used to always go to the Six Flags Mall to the GNC store and get fucking anything he could for hangovers, like to replenish himself. And that was back before they had all these crazy drinks with like it was just basically Pedialyte and Gatorade.
You know who else used to scare me? Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's, when he came to LD Bell. And all he said, he got up on stage and said, "I'm living proof you don't have to go to college to be a millionaire," and then turned around and walked off.
It's interesting.
That was his day of, like, you have those job days, and someone's supposed to come up there and be a big inspirational hero, and that's all he said. That was it. His daughter was there, the Wendy.
How'd she look? She look.
Poor her, Frosty. Dip my fries in a Frosty. What's some other euphemisms we can say about, or whatever they're?
I'd stick my banana in her split.
They don't sell bananas or splits there. You got to be something that's there.
Okay, yeah. So that's Miss Brahms. Let's see. For Wendy's, I like when D's nuts are bouncing on your chin.
That has nothing to do with Wendy's.
Oh.
But that's good. Wendy's nuts. I get it.
You like Wendy's? Yeah. Wendy's nuts are bouncing on your chin. Boing, 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 boing. You got to do the boing, 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 boing of representing the testicles actually slapping against your chin. Like,
you know, I used to call Chris Arnold's show all the time and do that. When Corby was
do D's nut jokes?
Was the producer.
Do D's nut jokes?
My fun is...
You can't beat a good D's nut jokes.
You just put them in there. And Chris would fall for it all the time. All the time.
I bet he would.
You know, he's still at the Maverick games, right?
Yeah.
Does all sorts of crazy stuff pre-game.
He's a legend, man.
He is.
Dude, he was friends with Tom Joyner and stuff.
Yeah.
They fucking legends around here.
Yep.
That's another dude.
I
guarantee you have a few conversations with that cat too.
Who?
Chris Arnold.
Oh, I have.
You'll get some fucking great stories from that guy.
But I used to work the Maverick games down there in the...
I bet you he was always talking about crazy stories,
the cafeteria
dude.
that's down in the down around on...
He's like Barry Switzer. He likes to talk and tell stories.
Floor level down there, the cafeteria that all the media sits at and everything.
You just
He'd
like,
come in there and just
start chatting it up.
yeah, he was cool.
Hey, man.
He's silly. He's cool.
I bet he is, man. That dude used to be highly sought by the women.
Oh, but
man, I'm trying to live.
He was trying to date Janet.
Yeah, boy. He's trying to date Janet. He's awesome, dude.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Janet, yeah.
I bet he's had many relations with many hot ladies, man.
Probably.
Chris Arnold's so cute.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's not a mediocre white guy, Dustin.
Are you around or are you still podcasting? Well, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Well, we're about done now, so.
Yeah, we're done. The rain's over, right?
I don't know. I hope so, because I got to drive home, man.
You know what we
I'm
should
hungry.
play
I
to
gotta
close out this
stop.
show? We should play some Nelson. After the rain.
Well, it's not after the rain.
Washes away the tears and all the pain. Whoa.
Good night, folks.
Wow, that's cool.
Go Mavericks.
It stopped right there. It clicked and stopped. How great is that? Yeah, there's something going on out here. That is not good. A lot of static. There it went again. See, pop. And my hair, the hairs on my arms are sticking up. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Seriously, though.
I don't. You took my farm, Mr. Chisholm. You took a lot of farms, Mr. Chisholm. That's my Young Guns quote of the day. Firefox has released 100 versions. Thought the browsing. What is that?
I think it's the shooter. Fucking crazy.
So that's what that's gonna be the.
We're gonna be going back and saying that they're the evil people.
Dude, that's not good. That's not a good.
It's the government fucking with us, man.
It's. That's not good.
It's not good, man.
That's gonna alienate. Oh fuck.
What, more people than have already been alienated?
That community does not need that alienation right now. No. That's not good.